today we're all about Hiroshima and the Torii Gate on the nearby island, whose name escapes me. Here we go. So we have arrived in Hiroshima. We're jumping straight on a local train to Miyajima, where we're going to get the ferry across to Miyajima, where the famous Torii Gate is, sat out in the water. Hopefully get some beautiful photographs. Observe the beautiful traditional Japanese Torii Gate shrouded in scaffolding. We're not having a lot of luck here, are we? We are here, Miyajima. Arigato.
Thank you.
This is a conger eel fish cake. Why won't this focus? There we go. It does taste like fish. It is as advertised. So there it is, dazzling red against the dramatic backdrop of the Hiroshima hills. At least that's what I'd be saying if it wasn't covered in scaffolding, which it is. Even if the Torii Gate was a disappointment, the island of Miyajima remains a nice little excursion. Don't expect to have it to yourself, however. It attracts people from the whole world over. Some celebrity guests at this particular souvenir shop. None other than the French rugby team. The name Miyajima is Japanese for Shrine Island, and it's easy to see why. Within walking distance of the Itsukushima Shrine and its famous gate, there are several religious sites. Some pork, and Becky has
chocolate banana.
We tried out plenty of street food, but the local speciality is a maple leaf shaped cake. It took a while to find them for sale individually, and at one point I accidentally bought a maple leaf shaped ice cream instead. I don't know if that is a local thing. I think I've just effectively bought an ice cream, because that tastes exactly the same as a wafer to me. It's got the archway on though. You see the archway on the cracker, if nothing else. But we did find one in the end. So we have actually found, for real this time,
I found.
Becky found the little star-shaped biscuity things. Give it a go.
It's soft like a Twinkie.
It smells amazing. It's nice, it's nice. So, that was Miyajima. Now we're going to head back across the water to Hiroshima, check out the Peace Park and the Atomic Dome, and maybe get some lunch. So there it is, the one structure that survived the atomic blast here in Hiroshima. So on August 6th, 1945, at 8:15 in the morning, a bomb was dropped, a little boy, and it detonated about 600 feet above the nuclear dome here. And because it was almost perfectly above it, the downward force of the blast meant that some of the walls were able to retain their structure. and it was pretty much the only thing left standing within the city. That bomb killed 70,000 people instantly, and another 70,000 people died as a result of radiation illnesses. It's very poignant. The building itself was originally an exhibition hall, which was designed by a Czech architect and completed in 1915. Today, its skeletal remains serve as a reminder of the awful power that even the earliest atomic weapons possessed. I think I actually saw an American couple getting a young Japanese lad to take their photo for them in front of this building. I mean, would you? Would you really? That's crazy. So our run of spectacular bad luck has continued because the f***ing Pope of all people has come to Japan and has come to Hiroshima on the exact day, the very same day that we are here, and the Peace Memorial Museum closed all day for the Pope. Pope Francis. Thank you, Pope Francis. God bless you. There is the police barricade. We're going to go now and try and check out Hiroshima Castle. Wasn't planning to, but hell, might as well, since we're here and we've got time to kill. Hopefully Pope Francis doesn't shut that as well. Going to Disney in a couple of days. Maybe he shut that too.
Hey, that was my joke.
Remorselessly stolen. Thankfully, His Holiness hadn't turned his attention to the castle. Hiroshima Castle was originally built in the 1590s for the daimyo, or I suppose you might say the lord of the Hiroshima region, and it remained functional up until 1945, when of course the atomic bomb blast levelled the city. But it was rebuilt in 1958, and whilst I don't pretend to know a lot about authentic Japanese castles, this one feels like it's had some care and attention put into it. In the castle courtyard, we encountered a group of young locals dressed as samurai, soon to start a performance. You, being a rational human being, might assume that people carrying swords would be putting on a display of martial skill. You, however, would be incorrect. There was about 4 seconds of sword fighting, there it is now, and the rest was a very strange pop concert with more audience participation than I'd have liked. Okay, maybe there was a bit more sword wrangling than all that, but it remains one of the strangest performances I've ever seen. The Castle Keep itself hosts a museum about the history of Hiroshima. There's also opportunities for fully grown adults to play dress up, and from the top of the tower you can enjoy scenic views of the surrounding park and city. So here we are at the top of the keep of Hiroshima Castle, and the views are gorgeous. All done at Hiroshima Castle. We had planned to eat right here in Hiroshima, and we'd invited our good buddy Fran. We call him Fran the Man. You might know him better as the Pontifex Maximus from Rome himself, to dinner. But he's cancelled on us. He has to make some speech at the Peace Park, so I should go back to Kyoto for tea instead. So we are here on the bullet train back to Shinosaka. Annoyingly, all the other trains back to Kyoto direct were Nozomi, which are not covered by our rail pass. So we've had to take an indirect route up to Shinosaka and then catching a local train. Fingers crossed, no more surprises today, but you never know. So we are back in Kyoto on a long old day. But we've got a place in mind for tea, and we are going to get some food. We grabbed some grub at Muso Shin, one of those uniquely Japanese places where you pay for your meal at a vending machine and give the tickets that it prints to your server. We have the ramen and fried chicken combo, kimchi, beer, and of course kimchi, loads of kimchi, and rice. Tomorrow we would leave Kyoto for a night of luxury in Hakone, where we hope to catch a glimpse of the elusive Mount Fuji. Thanks for watching. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe and all that good stuff. See you next time.